Hey guys, I just wanted to do an update this week about how preparing for occupational therapy school has been going. I'm sorry it's a little bit late in the weekend. I usually post the video sooner in the weekend, but I've been so busy this weekend. I've been working on trying to prepare the house that we're renting for us to move out of it. So we're at the moment we've been working on repainting the walls. So I spent most of today painting our kitchen back to a white color. Actually, it was a white color originally, so it's probably been one of the least gratifying paint jobs ever because at this point I'm basically painting white, which you really can't tell at all that I've painted, but I've spent almost an entire day at this point painting, just trying to get our house prepped and ready for us to leave to go to occupational therapy school. At this point, the main objective that I have right now is to prepare the house that we're moving out of to be ready for us to leave. We have quite a few things that we need to get done before we can actually move out of the house, including packing, but also just preparing the house and returning it to really a decent state for the next renters. And it's taking quite a bit of time, and although we have another month left, there's a lot to do, and so I really need to be working on it now so that we can leave when it's time for us to leave and we're not behind too much. So that's been definitely taking quite a bit of time. I actually literally just finished painting, rushed back to shower, and then I'm now filming so that I could kind of update you on what's going on. The other thing that has been a big thing that I've done this week is I applied for my Direct Plus loans finally. I know I said I was going to do it quite a few weeks ago, I think, but I just never got around to actually filling out the forms, and my school said that there wasn't a huge rush in getting it done as long as I got it done a couple weeks before they would actually hand out the money. So I haven't really made a big effort, and I really wanted to make sure that I knew what our budget was so that I requested a specific amount as opposed to just kind of guessing how much I needed. I wanted to plan it out as best as I could and get as much information as possible. If you'd like to see a video on how I determined how much I asked for Direct Plus loans, I'd be willing to do that. It was not as easy as I thought to kind of figure out what I needed to do, so that would be awesome. If you want to see that, I can do that. So I just went ahead and I filled that out yesterday, and I have to tell you, I've never done this before, but it was so kind of scary and overwhelming because you're sitting there typing in these huge numbers, or hopefully not massive, but definitely numbers that I'm like, I'm going to have to repay this someday, and you're reading all these terms and they tell you, you know, you can't get out of it basically, even if you have bankruptcy, unless you can prove like that it's going to drastically affect your lifestyle post-bankruptcy. You can't even get out of it, and you're just thinking I was just thinking to myself, oh my gosh, like this is very scary. I just want to pay these loans back as quick as possible and take out as few loans as possible because it's definitely not something I'm interested in having just that big burden for the rest of my life. So that was the main thing that I did yesterday, was just completing all that paperwork, figuring out 100% what I wanted to request, and then filling out all the different various paperwork that I had to request those, like I had to do a master promissory note, and then also just request the amount that I needed so they could run a credit check, things like that. So now at this point that is done, I'm kind of reconsidering if I want to actually ask for even less than I did, because my school is saying that I can request more later on if I need it, even if it's in the middle of the semester. So I'm kind of thinking I want to request less, even though I budgeted out. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of debating what I'm going to do there. But at this point, unless I change it, I'm done with that. So that's been really nice. I've done a little bit of packing to get ready for grad school. I mostly packed my winter clothing that I know that I'm going to need, and kind of sorted that and donated some of that and packed the rest of it up. And there's still a huge amount of way to go in terms of packing, but at least most of it's done. And that's pretty much what I've been doing this week, just trying to get ready, trying to get everything good to go. I hope that anyone else who's going through this process and is getting ready to go to grad school, to occupational therapy school, is having a stress-free experience trying to get ready. I know for me there's just so much going on that's a little overwhelming at times, but you know, we'll get through it. I'll get through it. So that's how my week's been going. I hope that you're having a great week. Bye.